Buongiorno from our home in Sicily. We're going to head to the province of Messina and Taormina, one of the most magical places in Sicily. You know, Taormina didn't start becoming popular until about the 18th century when writers started to write about it. And now, if you're on the East Coast, you must visit.
Get a piece of paper, get a pencil or a crayon or a pen, one or the other, and take notes on this video because it's the best work that she's done on Taormina in a long time, and it's updated too.
Here we are at the Porta Catania, the gate of Catania, and if you go straight down here, you reach the Porta or gate of Messina. Taormina is located halfway between the cities of Messina and Catania, so for trading reasons, it was a very important place because people with items to trade would come up here instead of the shore because of concerns of pirates and other things. So imagine how many people walk these streets. We are at the Piazza Duomo, and there's the main cathedral. And in every city, in every location in Sicily, you will be sure that next to the Duomo, the cathedral, is the town hall. So the two of them can keep an eye on each other. The clergy can keep an eye on the government. And on the town hall are the four important flags for Taormina. We've got the European Union, the Italian, the Sicilian flag, and the flag of Taormina. This was part of the old Jewish section, so you can see the Star of David up there. And today it is the town hall and where the Polizia is. That's a big canola. Taormina has become incredibly touristy. It always has been. Well, it has been since the Grand Tour, since the 1960s when the rest of Europe discovered it. But now, since the White Lotus, around the 1300s, this beautiful mosaic of Mother and Christ was made right as you walk into Piazza April IX. Here's the Wunderbar, our new favorite place to hang out. And here are these guys. They're an institution. Buongiorno. This is the spot, probably the most selfies and cameras in all of Sicily. In this exact spot. And down below is Giardini Naxos, where the Greeks first arrived in 734 BC. Believe me, I've been here 150,000 times. And when I say it doesn't get old, it just doesn't get old. I'll tell you what, being here for our New Year's Eve tour is so special, lit up with all Christmassy stuff and lights and decorations. But here we are in May, and it is just something about the energy. And let's not forget about the important history of this town, right? Dating back before Christ. And then you had a Byzantine influence, the Arab influence, and then the Normans. Dolce Gabbana, Louis Vuitton, Prada, they've all arrived to Sicily. Why are people taking selfies and pictures here? Because this is the skinniest street for sure in Sicily, maybe even in Italy. So you get off the main concourse and make sure you come and check out these side streets. On the way to the Greek theater, there's lots of souvenir shops. Lots of cafes and things to buy. On the way, there's this little side street with a glorious view. And the Babylonia language school is down here. They also have a great restaurant. But look at this view. One of the must-see things in Taormina is the Greek theater built in the 3rd century. And listen to this, they had to remove 100,000 cubic meters of stones from the mountain to create this. But imagine the scene. You have Mount Etna in front of you and the Ionian Sea, and you can have a show not only of the performance, but also sometimes even Mount Etna.
You know, she mentioned the pictures from the theater. They're the best pictures you'll take in Taormina. There's an admission price that you have to pay to get in, very modest. It goes for, you know, maintaining it or whatever. But check the schedule before you come, because you may be able to get in there for an evening event, like a concert. Which, by the way, all the famous artists have been there. From Botticelli, you name it, have been there. You may get yourself another treat just by planning a little bit.
Good one. All right, let's continue our walking tour. At one point, this theater held 5,400 or so spectators. The entrance to the Temero Hotel is just magical. And here is the Porta Messina. If you go straight down this road, you get to the city of Messina. Palazzo Corvaja. Over here at the port of Messina is a beautiful medieval palace. Corvaja, by the way, was a very prominent family here in Taormina in the 1500s. This has Catalan, Gothic, Arab influences. Really a lasagna of influences, right? Of all who have come and passed through Taormina. And here is the oldest church, Santa Caterina, right across from it. Interestingly, here are some more of the Greek remains. This is called the Odeon, and it was covered around the 1800s, but built 3 centuries before Christ. It was found right behind the church of Santa Caterina. This small Roman theater sat about 200 people, so not as big as the Greek amphitheater, but beautiful location. This spot right here is magical. You've got the Palazzo Corvaja. Here is the Church of Santa Caterina. Behind me is the Odeon, the little small Roman theater, and the intersection of all the influences can be felt right here, right? The Greek, the Arab, the Norman, the Roman, and of course the Spanish. Here's a secret spot for you. Before entering the public garden, take a look at this panorama. Unbelievable. Even the locals are taking photos here. We're inside the public garden. These grounds are just beautiful. This is such a beautiful place to come to and relax. There's plenty of places to sit and admire sheer beauty among nature. Inside the garden is this war memorial. That's destruction from Harry, Cyclone Harry, hit all the way up here. The garden and also Isola Bella was owned by Florence Trevelyan. She was an English woman who came here in the 1900s, fell in love with Taormina, and also she was a gardener and a bird collector. Now, one of our guides tells us that she came here not out of choice, but because she was having an affair with someone in the royal family. Who knows? But I love these stories. This is fun. Bellissimo. And we've arrived to the most famous bar here in Sicily, the most famous Granita bar. With beautiful mosaics, and all you can have to do is sit here and enjoy a nice granita. This is how you do it. Raspberry, kiwi, almond. What did you get? Pesca limone. Buon appetito. And here is the most famous wall in all of Taormina with the heads. This is definitely the coolest wall in all of Taormina. Heads, paintings, and ceramics. Actually, inside is a museum. This is another hidden treasure. No one's here. Best place to get in the shade and get out of the fuss and rush of Corso Umberto. The so-called Nel Noci was actually underwater during prehistoric times, and even in the imperial era, mid-imperial era, it was used as a water supply to the city. All right, you saw our mugs. By the way, this Sicilian queen is also available with the aprons and t-shirts and so forth. And then we have our You, Me, and Sicily logo also available in mugs, in t-shirts, in sweatshirts, and so forth. And then show them your beddo, which is also available in different things like t-shirts and so forth. So all of those are in our shop, which is down below, Spread Shop, and lots of things to look at, so check it out.
It'll also be posted, I believe, this weekend on our www.youmeandsicily.com regular website. So now you can literally do one-stop shopping. For all your tours, all the information is there. Number 2, my 7 books on Sicily, including my last 2 releases, The Infinity Protocol and my 75-year-old Sicilian life, and all our merch. One-stop shopping.
www.youmeandsicily.com.
How much better can it get?
All right, now let's listen to our guide Salvina talk about the little bit of history and some more about Taormina. We are in Taormina.
Yes.
And many people, you know, they come by cruise. They only have a few hours.
Few hours, yes.
And they come to Taormina, they're dropped off.
Yeah.
What are 5 things they must see?
Oh, 5 things that I must see. But let's say the theater for sure, because it's a masterpiece. It's beautiful. It stands in a unique position. Is one of the most charming of Sicily. And then the beautiful corners of Taormina, the little narrow streets which are turned very enchanting, and this square. Piazza Aprile, Square 9 April, from where they can really have a great views of Mount Etna, the coastline of Sicily, a couple of churches nearby. So that is Taormina. It's shining, beautiful. But in my opinion, Piazza Aprile, Square 9 April, it's beautiful because give you an idea of this when Taormina covered their great roles in military defense, because it's a promontory. It stands just quietly in the middle of the long eastern coast of Sicily, and in a beautiful day, which are the most days of the years, you can handle all in one, from Messina northeast down quietly to Syracuse down to the south. And then look at that, this amazing bay of Giardini Naxos, the first Greek dock in Sicily, and monastery that turn amazing luxury hotels as the Four Seasons, which was the first Hotel San Domenico, because it was a convent of the Dominicans. That's all. So this is Taormina. It's just I would say layers of history.
This is a lasagna of history.
Yes.
Because everyone, from the Greeks, the Romans, then the Byzantine,
the Arabs, the Normans, the French, the Spanish, the English, everybody was here. And so, and then the the first and second World War was also important, okay, because we had the disembark of the Allies in Sicily, which were catching the Nazi, and so they went all the way up from the south to the north. So even Taormina was an important site for the Germans and later even the English, okay? So everything is here. Everything is here. Just come, because words never explain really Taormina.
Words or video.
Yeah, or video,
do it justice.
So the colors of Sicily are beautiful. Beautiful, deep
Your
blue.
hair is beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Ciao.
Ciao. So see you in Sicily. Ciao, ciao.
In my opinion, one of the must-see areas in Taormina is the public garden, and it's a little bit of a hidden gem. You have to find it. So after you do the theater, after you do band bar, head down to the public garden, because it is really something to see. Obviously, band bar for the Granita, the Greek theater, and the Odeon, the Church of Santa Caterina, shopping. So there's something literally for everyone in Taormina, including great restaurants, great cafes.
If you're a spiritual, like I am, the Duomo. You need to go to the Duomo in that little piazza over there right before the town hall. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when the Iraq-Afghanistan war broke out right after 9/11, the first place I went to say a prayer was that particular church, right? And it was the most emotional moment I've had. And one of the most emotional moments I had is in that church. And by the way, if you do come on New Year's week, Christmas week, that church is festooned. It's just beautiful.
You know, for me, the Church of Santa Caterina is where I love to go. That is the oldest church. That is the oldest church in Sicily, and as I showed you, it's right near the Odeon and right near Palazzo Corvaja. Santa Caterina, for me, is beautiful. Another fun thing to do if you're in Taormina, maybe you're staying there, is to go up to Castelmola, which is the next town over. And the views are beautiful. The almond wine is delicious, and it's a small, quaint little town. Known for a bar called Bar Teresi, where yes, everything is shaped like a penis, but other than that, there's another bar that we featured during New Year's Eve video that I'll put up there.
There's a couple of things that I suggest that are not, besides the major stuff that you've seen today. The first thing is, obviously, the shopping there, which is spectacular. For those men that want those Italian cappuccios like I have there are 2 shops there that sell the cappuccios. There's a couple of great just women's clothing shop. Usually a lot of things are on sale too. What should you not buy? And even if you're like me, you say something to the owner, is anything pertaining to the Godfather. Okay, my view.
You can do that. I agree with that all over Sicily. But unfortunately, it's
I make it a point to show my disapproval, because that is, and we are, the antithesis of what was portrayed in that movie. And at some point in time, we ought to have a discussion about that. But anyways, plenty of great shopping there.
Absolutely. All right, this was so fun. So we were with our group in Catania, and someone stopped me and said, "Oh my God, you're Esther and Alfred, you mean Sicily." And so we had a nice little chat, and check it out. This is Gabor, this nice guy who stopped me and said, "Oh my God, you're Esther," and he's from Hungary, and now you live in Ireland. And why did you come to Sicily?
Just because of you. Well, that's it. I just got the ID to visit this beautiful island.
And where have you been so far?
Well, I started over here. I landed over here. Then I went to Syracuse, Agrigento, Trapani, Palermo, and back over here.
And back to Catania.
Yeah.
I am so happy, Alfred. Look at this. We even have Hungarian fans. Can you say something in Hungarian? Mondja valamit magyarul.
Üdvözöllek, Alfred.
He
Nagyon jó
says,
itt.
he says hello, Alfred. Köszönöm szépen. Thank you and
Köszönöm.
grazie. So what did you think? I know some of you have already been to Taormina, but I have to say to you that I've been there 150 times a year. And I love going back. It's just something about the energy of Taormina. It's electric.
Esther, I think that this video is great. I obviously think you're great. I think you do a lot of hard work for folks for free on things. And the last thing I want to say is, se benediga a tutti. Grazie.
Ciao.